In this video, we're going to go from this to this. There we go. No water. Okay, so in this video, I'm having issues with my dishwasher not draining correctly. In fact, not draining it at all. So I'll be troubleshooting this and hopefully repairing it. I suspect it's one of two things, either a clog in the drain, or actually a clog in the drain pump, or the drain pump itself is bad. I've already checked the filter and cleaned it out. It's all good, and checked down inside that well, and everything looks okay. A couple ways to troubleshoot this. One is take the drainage hose and maneuver it outside the dishwasher, outside of the cavity, and lay it directly down on the ground. And in theory, it should go ahead and drain if it's not clogged. If it is clogged, then obviously it will not drain. On this particular issue that I'm having, you can actually hear it come on, the drain pump come on. So what I'm going to do here real quick is, if I start it, but don't let it go, just kind of start it, and then to reset it, just press and hold the start button. And after it resets, you can hear it trying to drain, and you can hear crunchiness. Which is why I suspect there might be something inside of there that's blocking it. We'll give that a couple minutes to finish up. Oh, by the way, if it drains now when you do this, if you press the start button and then press and hold it, if it goes ahead and drains right now, then that means maybe there's an interruption during the cycle that didn't allow it to drain, or maybe there's a temporary clog that's already resolved itself. Okay, so now it's done with that. So I'm going to open it back up. And yes, the water's still there. Get this out of the way. And I've already taken this off. Basically, you just turn it like a quarter turn, and it pops out. Okay, to remove the filter, it's pretty simple. About a quarter turn or so. Lift that up, clean it out. That one's semi-nasty. Probably needs to be cleaned a little bit more than what it did already. And then there's this guy right here, this guy right here. Both turn about a quarter turn each, and that will allow you to pull the screen up. A little piece of filter housing there. That's just going to help me drain it out a little easier. So next, I want to definitely make sure the power is turned off, and scoop water out. Get the towel, dry that all out. Then we'll pull the dishwasher completely out and check that drain pump. Okay, so I'm going to turn the breaker off to the dishwasher, and then go inside and verify that I've done that. And verify the power is off. Definitely is off. And turn off the water leading to the dishwasher. Might be a new valve there, huh? Okay, that's turned off. Okay, so it's all been dried out. Probably want a towel handy before you do this next part, but what we're going to do is disconnect it right here, the screw back here, and then disconnect the electrical on it, and then pull it apart. Okay, so I have a towel handy. go ahead and kind of put it right there. And take the clamp off. Dissipating some water coming out. Okay, and this one's 1/4 inch also. There we go. Oh, there we go. Alright, so this fell out, which might have been my problem. So take the motor off, unplug it right here, push in on this little tab, and motor's out. Okay, checked in here, there's no clogs in there, that's all good. So it's either the motor or something jammed in the motor. Take it apart, see if the impeller's blocked. Here's the part number if you happen to need a new motor. If you do take this apart, make sure your gasket's good before you put it back together. Otherwise you may need a new motor. You definitely don't want that leaking. Okay, so now either that you've got the clog out or you're replacing the motor. Of course, just reverse the procedure to reinstall it. This is the flood switch, so in case the pump sticks on, well, keeps it from flooding. I do have a video on how to replace this flood switch also. I'll link to that as well in the description. Mine, when it went out, it would no longer heat, so the dishes would not get clean. It's actually fairly easy to replace, not a whole lot different than what we've been through right here. Alright, so now let's test it and see if it's yay or nay. Turn the water back on, turn the breaker back on, and of course have this thing flipped up correctly. Okay, and let it fill up. Just a little bit of water in there. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. There was a button. So, don't wash any buttons. So now I just got to put all this back together and do a little bit of cleanup and we're good to go. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please select like down there and subscribe to my channel. If you didn't like it, well, subscribe to the channel, maybe you like the next one. Thank you for watching.